What's going on, everybody? This is another new podcast, and we're gonna do it a little different today. Normally, I have a bunch of 30-second to a minute clips, and you gotta put them all together, do some reactions, but it's just one today, and it's from the Kendra G show. I did watch a couple minutes of the video already because it had an interesting title, but I said, hey, let's watch it together. Let's turn on the camera and that's what we're gonna do. So let's get right into it. Before we do, just make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn those notifications on so you're the first one to get to the video, and show some love to the like button. But let's get right into it.
Hello.
Hello.
You ready? You ready?
Yep, somebody's excited.
Hi. What's your name?
My name's Adora.
Adora. That's pretty. Where you calling us from?
I'm currently living in Charlotte.
Hey,
Charlotte? How old
Queen
are you?
City in the building. I
31.
see you.
31. What you do for a living?
I'm a nail tech / stylist, but my main income comes from being a nail tech.
Okay.
A nail tech /
Cool.
stylist. Okay. You have any kids?
Yes, I have 4 children.
Damn.
And
How old are your kids?
so my oldest is 12.
Wow.
I have twin girls that are 8.
Twin girls.
And then my youngest is 6.
Oh.
Okay. All by the same man?
My last 3 are. Yes.
Oh no.
Your last 3. So 2 men.
2 baby daddies.
Yeah, so I had my first one when I was 19, my 12-year-old son. And then my last 3 girls was in my long-term relationship with my ex.
Okay. When did it end?
Ooh, it ended about 3.5 years ago.
Better
You're telling
call
me
him
you've been
up.
here before,
See
have
what
you?
he been up to.
First of all, you added me on Instagram,
All right, look,
and it
I want
went
y'all to
away.
do some math
and
real
then,
quick. If you want to be in a relationship with her, you have to establish 7 relationships. 1 with her, 4 with her children, and then 2 baby fathers in the mix. That's 7 people you have to allow into your life at some point if you want things to be serious. That's stressful. That's a lot of extra stuff you have to do in extra relationships to be with one person.
you
Seems a
added me on
bit much to
Instagram
me.
again, but I had bad reception, so I'm always in the comments like, "Add me back, Kendra. Add me back."
I don't know.
Okay. Well. Okay. I didn't remember. They remember though, child.
But
Kendra
I've never-
cousins-
And she seems
Kendra
like a nice
cousins,
person.
they
I
are
mean,
like
she has
the
a nice
FBI child.
demeanor,
They gonna
but
tell me.
Yes.
4
But I've never
kids.
got to speak to you, so I've just been able to like kind of load, and then it got knocked off.
I
but
wonder
never
what
spoke to you
happened,
yet.
you know?
All right, so let's do it. Adore her is your name, right?
So my name is Adora.
Dora the Explorer.
What's your birthday or
I had to
zodiac
say it.
sign?
I had to.
I'm Valentine's Day baby, Aquarius.
Aquarius. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever that means.
So this is Adora, Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yes, I'm in Charlotte, but I'm from
31, nail
New
tech,
York.
4 kids. All right, boo, what kind of man you looking for?
I'm just looking for my number one thing is
Heartbeat.
consistency.
Oh.
It turns me on. If you can, the way you start is the way you finish, that's going to get me. So as long as you're consistent, as long as you're loyal, and I just don't like people who try to fabricate their life. Don't try to act like you're more than what you are. If you're a truck driver, be a truck driver.
Okay.
If you're a mailman, be a mailman. Just be who you are and be happy with who you are. That's it.
Yo,
Okay,
I can agree with what she's saying. And this advice goes to the men. You don't have to make up a life story for these women to like you. They're not that special for you to have that extra stress on your mind of keeping up a lie that you created. Fuck all of that. If she like you, she like you. But don't sit out here making up stories for them. They not that special. I
Some
promise
deal
you.
breakers.
Ooh, deal breakers is a ghetto baby mama, because I do not believe in being ghetto. I believe in, I'm a baby mother, so
Yeah,
I
we
know
know
how
that.
it is, and I like to co-parent happily. I like to be able to talk to my baby father in nice, encouraging manners. So if it's a ghetto situation with Jenny and baby mother, I can't do it at all.
So no ghetto baby mamas.
No ghetto baby mamas.
Okay.
No rappers. No rappers.
What? His
No
career can take
rappers?
off and help you out
Can't
with
do
them
no
4
rappers,
kids.
especially out here in Charlotte. No rappers, no ghetto baby
You might get
mamas.
the next baby.
And what else? I mean, and just be employed. I mean, that's about it. Be employed and be about your business. I'm 31. I am not coming to your mother's house to visit. So if you don't got your own, it's not given.
What? My mom can help you take care of them
Does he
kids.
have to look a certain way?
No, just be taller than like 5'9". 5'9" is like the
You gotta
shortest
take
I'll
what
be.
you
So
can
be
get.
taller
If
than
they 5'4",
5'9".
they can help you with them 4 kids.
Like a lighter brown skin with really dark hair, like black hair, black beard, black brows. Like that's my type. But he don't have to look a type of way, and I love him thick. I can't do nothing with a skinny man.
Replay that
So
song.
as long
I
as you
ain't got
think
no
it looks like you
time.
eat steak and potatoes for breakfast, we'll work out.
Okay. Does he have to make a certain amount of money?
No. I mean, Charlotte. I mean, if you can live in Charlotte and take care of yourself, then, I mean, I feel like you're doing pretty good. I mean, as long as you're making like $50,000 a year, that's pretty good for me. But I'm well maintained. I take care of my children. I live in a nice house. I live a good life, and I do it by myself. So as long as you can.
So let's say things get serious with you and her. You decide to get married. Where are you gonna live? You're probably gonna have to move into her home where she's already the authority figure. Do you wanna move into that kind of situation? Unless you're trying to buy her a home and moving her 4 kids into that, which that sounds stupid to me, but either way, it's not an ideal situation for you to be in. So that's another problem that single motherhood presents.
Do the same and be able to afford to date me. That's the thing. Maintain your lifestyle, but be able to afford to date me. Stop trying to invite me over for Alfredo and Netflix. It's not given. I'm not coming to your house. If you can't afford.
You know what it is? It's not that they can't afford it. It's they don't want to make an investment where they don't see long-term potential. And that's why you're getting Alfredo to death.
Afford to date me and take me out, then it's not for me.
It's not for you. All right, let's do it. Let's do the Kendra cam.
Okay.
We see the waist. We see the waist, girl.
4 kids. She got a nice shape.
It's definitely getting flat,
Girl, your closet looking like my closet. Child, actually, your closet look better than my closet. My closet
This is how you would want your wife to look
Child,
after having 4 of your children.
I'll tell y'all something. I can definitely do Kendra's crib.
Your kids.
Right here. This is the only same part. This is why y'all only see this section of my place. Because I got so much going on. I'm moving.
Nonsense right now. Come on, get back to it. Come on.
I'm moving.
I got 2 closets in my house. They're fully jam-packed. I
bet you got a lot of clothes in your house. You got 4 kids.
So you always gonna find something over here in this closet that's
That is true. It's 4 of them.
If I ever did Kendra cribs, y'all would be, what in the hell, Kendra? My whole house is a big closet. Let's continue.
Absolutely.
All right, so what was your last relationship?
My last relationship was with my baby father about 3.5 years ago.
Okay.
What are you up to these
You don't have
days?
to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
2022.
So last year.
That's a few
Last
weeks
year.
ago.
We only in the month of January, so that could be 3 weeks ago, but we gonna let it go.
It could be 9 months.
It wasn't no
We're gonna
9
let
months
it go.
ago. Stop capping. It's
We're gonna let
okay.
it go.
It's
All
okay.
right, so why do you think you're single?
I'm single because I'm very smart. And my last relationship really taught me a lot. I dealt with a narcissist, didn't know that I was dealing with a narcissist. So once I got out of that situation, I vowed to never get in it again. So
Can we retire this word narcissist? Because I feel like it's a very vague word that can cover a multitude of things, and it leaves us with no details to make an accurate assumption of what actually happened. You could just say, oh, he's a narcissist, and now you're the victim, and he's the person responsible for making the relationship break up. Leave that word alone. And why did it take 3 kids for you to figure out he was a narcissist? Why didn't you figure this out before?
So I pick up on small things. I don't judge people, but I pick up on small things, and I know what doesn't work for me. So I can't settle. No matter how cute you are, no matter how much money you got, I can never settle. And I know that since I am a mom with children, I have to pick a very particular type of man. I can't just bring anybody around my children or myself. So I'm going to be single until God puts somebody in my life that's meant for me and my children in the best way.
Yeah,
And
probably
so
the father of your
single.
children.
Okay. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
I mean, he'll be lucky to be with me because, for one, I'm like the funniest person ever. I'm really down to earth. I'm like a girly girl, but I'm super tomboy. So I love getting my hands dirty. I'm from New York, so you know how I give it up. Like, I got great personality. I'm not dull. Your mother's gonna love me. And then I'm a go-getter. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I have multiple businesses, and I'm just a nonstop, just perfect person to have. And I love to cuddle.
And these things might be true. She seems like a nice person, but I mean,
Aquarius, now tech.
The situation is the situation.
You want more kids?
I want one more child. I do.
Okay, and
I don't need to though, but I would like one.
Could a man have kids?
He can. I mean, a good daddy is a turn on. Seeing him in daddy mode, sir, you can get whatever you need. I will get just high and rotated.
See, yes, but that's something a man with children has to think about. Like, let's say you have 2 kids and you're dating a woman with 4 kids. Well, are you gonna move in with her and now your resources that you were just using when you're 2 get spread out among the 6? And now your children ultimately get less? How are you gonna feel about that? How are your children gonna feel about that? These are things you have to think about, and that's probably why a lot of guys are gonna stay away, especially ones with kids, because they have a little bit more to think.
What would you say to the guy that might be cautious because you have 4 kids?
Ooh, this is a good one, which is crazy because most men that deal with me have no children. Most men I date have no children. It's usually the men with children that are more cautious. But what I will say is that
things to think about.
Stop judging women with children. We are not out here looking for men to provide for our kids. We're looking for companionship. And if companionship turns into love, then you're automatically going to start loving our children. Don't look at children as a burden, because when you're dealing with a real woman, she's only going to bring prosperity and value to your life. She's never going to drain you. If that woman is draining you and wants you to do this and do that for her kids, she's not the woman for you. But when she steps into your life and she's bringing wealth, prosperity, and nurture.
There's no way that you're gonna be able to be with her, seriously, living in the same house and not providing for her children. At some point, it's going to happen, and that's when you start to get drained. Because even if it's not financially, it's going to be emotionally, because you have to offer those children something, right? You can't just walk around and pretend that they don't exist. They're going to come to you for guidance and leadership that you have to provide. So isn't that going to take something out of you, especially if you're not doing it for any of your own children yet?
That's the woman for you, no matter if she got 4 kids or 40. You got to find the right woman with kids. Don't judge a woman by the number of children she has.
The right woman with kids is the one without them.
Find out about her mind first. And then you'll see, I'm going to love this woman and all her kids, and plus her 2 German Shepherds, because this woman ain't, she is the shit. Dogs. And that's just it. That's it.
And that's on period.
Doesn't sound like a good deal.
That's on period.
That's on Miss Period. 3 of them. Jeez.
I see a lot of women say yes. So I think you just represented the moms in that with that statement.
Thank you.
I would definitely make sure I make that a clip.
Yeah.
Because I will say this as a host, and I sit here, but I hear from both ways, because I also hear women say they don't want men with a lot of kids too. Yeah. So it goes both ways, but men in particular do. And this is what I've been told. It's because they have to be able to provide, right? So it's like, if like you said, he has to love on you and love on your kids. Mm-hmm. So that means he got to make enough money to do that too.
Right.
You know?
That is true. But they got to realize it's stepping stones to it. I'm not going to date you and tell you this is what you got to do, this is what you got to do. Like when you're dating me, you're getting to know me. I'm only telling you about my children. You shouldn't even be meeting my children for the first 6 months. So that's not the case.
Okay, going back to that math, right? So now I make a relationship with you. Let's say everything is going good. 6 months to a year down the road, now I have to establish a relationship with your kids. And what if I don't like that? What if I just wasted 6 months to a year building a relationship with you, and I suddenly realize, oh, this isn't for me? The reality starts to set in, and I'm just like, see you later. Now we both wasted each other's time. It's just another layer of complication.
He has to build that infatuation and that connection with you. Once he loves you, there ain't nothing he won't do for you. And it comes with children. If he knows that his girl that he's in love with got children, he's going to step his own game up to make sure that I can provide for her and her kids. Because one thing I'm not going to do is lose this good woman. And that's it. And he'll realize that she's really a good woman. I didn't even meet her kids in 6 months. So obviously she's not using me to provide for the kids. And that's that.
I mean, think about long term. Okay, 6 months versus the rest of their childhood that she's gonna want you to provide for. Yeah, she can wait those 6 months out.
And there you have it. And that's on period. Period.
Miss Period.
Adore her. Let's do it. Charlotte. Oh, does the guy got to be in Charlotte?
No, as long as he's in driving distance, I don't drive no more than 3 hours. So as long as he's within that perimeter, or if he want to travel, I'm with it. I'm open.
Drop 3 hours if you want
what's
to.
the age range you would date? You're 31.
I'm 31. I'm gonna say 28, only because I feel like some men you just never know might be more mature. So I'm gonna say 28 to
52.
45. I like mode.
Okay, got you. So you gotta be 3 hours from Charlotte in the perimeter.
I mean, if he want to drive 7 hours, that's his business. But I'm not driving no more than
Drive
3.
7 hours if you want to.
Be, you know.
Could he fly you somewhere? I guess the question I'm trying to get to is it
absolutely. We passport ready. He could be in Jamaica or Africa or wherever.
See, look, that's another layer of complication. Okay, let's say you want to take a trip, and let's say you guys have the money. You can go wherever you want, but you still have to plan the time correctly because of her children. She just can't leave in the middle of a school week, so it has to be during spring break, fall break, Christmas break, or whenever those breaks occur, and then she has to find somebody to take care of those 4 kids while you go on your vacation. So that's a lot of moving pieces as opposed to dealing with a woman with no children, and you just have to make sure you both can get the same time off and you go wherever you want to. And even little weekend trips just in the middle of the night, just because you can't take those because it's a lot more planning. So in that way, a man loses as well. So it's not just you. It's not that we're saying you're bad, but it's the layer of complications that are associated with dealing with a single mom that makes it a less than ideal situation. And it's why we're going to advise men to just deal with somebody that doesn't have any children so you don't have to go through any of that. But let's finish this video out. I think it's right at the end.
I gotta reach out to you, honey.
Instagram.
What is it?
My Instagram is ADOR3_H3R.
Well,
so it's adore her.
So in case y'all wanna hit her up.
Say it again.
All right. ADOR3_H3R.
Okay. So
Yes.
adore her and the
I think that's it. All right, so here's the final point that I want to get across. And it's not that single moms themselves are bad people and we should devalue them as humans. We're just saying that the situation is not an ideal one for a man to be in. He stands to lose because of the complications that come with dealing with a single mom. And it's going to just be better for him in the long run to find a woman that doesn't have any children and they can establish and grow together, as opposed to you trying to fuse into what she's already building. It's not ideal and it can cause you a lot of stress in the end. So that's my final thoughts, and that's gonna do it for this video. So subscribe to the channel, like the video, and if you guys have anything to say, please leave it in the comments below. And until another time, I'll see you guys later.